Make sure you look into buying your tickets for that. It's going to be quite a treat to see a different Christmas show from Cal U Theater.
It looks like Jeremy Mackey dressed up as Buddy the Elf.
Awesome.
Awesome. Let's see who we have up next.
Now we have the California High School cheerleaders in the fire truck. The West Brownsville #1 Engine 61 Company. I don't know if I'm getting old, Tom, but those cheerleaders don't look high school to me.
I was thinking the same exact thing. But what do I know? I'm 20.
What do I know? I'm 59.
Let's see. Definitely a small but mighty band here.
Absolutely.
Jefferson, Oregon.
I like those uniforms, that little gradient.
Now with it being Halloween soon, those are perfect. Black and orange.
Oh, and there's the DQ mascot to remind you all to go and have some ice cream down at the Dairy Queen later on. There's our student government president, Seth Shiley, in the club car coming up next. Hi, Seth.
Okay, and next up in the Jeep here we have Cal U's beloved mascot, Blaze. He was wearing a poncho a little bit earlier, but now that the rain stopped, he was able to take it off. So it's always great to see Blaze. Whenever I see Blaze, it definitely puts a smile on my face.
Absolutely. I think we have a great mascot. And he just loves his Cal U Vulcans. Now we have Fredericktown Fire Department, Utility 15 from East Beth Fire Rescue Division. And a new band coming up next.
Let's try to figure out who this band is, because we don't see a banner.
Oh man, I feel badly that we don't know who this is. We have quite a number of marching bands today. Alderdice, Peters Township. Okay, this is Alderdice.
Yes. Thanks to Colin for helping us out there.
And there's the Village from California, PA, and their little smart car decorated with handprints of the children that they care for.
And next up, let's see. It's a little difficult to tell who this float represents, but we see people sitting dressed up as if it's the 1960s. Love to see that. I would have worn some little 60s today, but I couldn't find anything in my closet, so.
I'm going to guess that was from the Village, and those were children that were part of the Village team. We have another student trustee, Alex Arnold. We appreciate your work on the Council of Trustees, Alex.
And look at this sweet hot rod coming through with a dog.
Awesome.
In it. Amazing.
Always fun to show off cars like that. Do you call it a car?
Car.
I guess.
I guess you would. It has an engine, 4 wheels. I think I would call it a car.
Okay. So I think what we have now is Peters Township Marching Band. So we'll give them a listen.
Say, Peters Township, very, very large band, as you can see.
And decked out in KU colors.
So far, every band so far has been doing great. Next, guessing the color guard from Peters Township. I love those flags.
See, I'm a fan of the drum line personally.
Those flags, though, it's putting me in that fall mood since we are in the season of fall.
Reminds me of fire.
That too.
Great job by Peters Township.
Great job indeed.
And now we see our Black Student Union walking in the parade with some protest signs. You know, in the 60s, there were many protests, and if people were against something that was happening, you would always see them carrying signs and letting people know what they thought. So in the spirit of the 60s, I'm sorry, Tom, they're doing that same thing here today.
It's just crazy to believe that only happened, that was just 50 years ago, 50-some years ago. But you can definitely tell everyone's having a great time so far. People of the Black Student Union dancing in the streets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's definitely having a great time so far here in the parade. Okay, that's where I heard Poison coming from. From the speaker they have. I'm like, who's playing a really good song? Let's see.
So we've got some folks here, and I'm guessing is this Diana Iriva, running for Washington County Commissioner, possibly? I don't see anything
There's
on
no
her
signs on
her vehicle. Right. And we also had Joyce Morak Cherot, so maybe that's her. Oh, this is the Dumbo Vesta 6 Fire Company. This is right down the street from me, showing off their fire truck in the parade. You know, it's amazing to me that these were all dripping wet an hour ago, and they shined them up beautiful for the parade.
Let's see the next marching band that we have coming up. Believe this might be Best Center.
No, Best Center's blue and gold.
Hard.
Mapletown, maybe?
One of those.
Well, we're going to find out when we see the back of their jackets. Still having a hard time reading that. Bishop Canavan.
Okay.
That was Bishop Canavan. And then the art club we just missed, going through the 60s. And now we've got a float coming up. Tom, who's this?
This is Alpha Sigma Alpha and Fiji with the Flintstones. I remember growing up watching the Flintstones.
Sure, there's Fred and Wilma in the front seat. Great job. We've got some Roscoe Fire Department vehicles coming up next, and I should know the name of that mascot on top of that final Roscoe fire truck right there. Let's say he's a fire safety mascot. My pop culture is lacking right now.
But as Pam just said, more Roscoe Fire Company trucks coming through here.
Yeah.
And
now there's some little Trojans up on top of there.
Yes.
And I'm going to guess this might be the baseball team, the California Trojans baseball team. They won the WPIAL.
And look at that, the sun is finally popping out from behind the clouds. We'd love to see that.
Always.
And next up we have the Charleroi Marching Band. And as they march on through, let's take a listen to see what they have to play for us. And as Charleroi marches on through, let's take a look who's in the next car here.
This is Mid-Mon Valley.
Michaela Whaley. Apologize if we're mispronouncing your names. Let's see who's up behind Michaela here.
We have another little Miss Mon Valley. Maybe different age groups. This is Abigail. Little Miss Mid-Mon Valley.
Love to see that.
So cute.
And next up behind there, we have Mon Valley Royalty.
Oh boy, we have a number of people in this one. Mr. Mon Valley Colby Sumpman, Miss Mon Valley Tot, Trista Sumpani, and Mid-Mon Valley pageant winners.
Next up, we have the Brownsville Fire Company coming on through. Say, Brownsville, alma mater of our CUTV director, Gary Smith. But I do have to say, Pam, everyone seems to be having fun or in a good mood with the parade so far.
Well, absolutely, and I think the fact that the weather cleared up, you know, it's still a cool day in the 50s, but it's very comfortable. Everybody came dressed for the weather, and it looks like they're enjoying themselves.
Like I was saying, just the weather all last week and this past week, it's just been having to switch back and forth between shorts and pants, and from not wearing a jacket to having to wear a jacket.
Absolutely. I think fall is finally here this week. I saw some weather forecasted into the 30s in the evening. So now we have the Ringgold High School Marching Band from Monongahela, Pennsylvania coming up. They have their cheerleaders, their majorettes, and their marching band here today. Let's give them a listen.
Another decent sized band, great job. Next up behind them, this is, for all you car lovers out there, this is a 1976 red Corvette. And I believe this is driving for Diane
Irie Vaughn. Okay, so I misidentified someone earlier, so I apologize to the person I misidentified. Diana Irivon, Joyce Charek, and Nick Sherman.
That is a great car. I would love to drive around in that car there.
Beautiful. We really appreciate the people that bring out their vintage cars for this event
Exactly.
to drive folks in the parade. Now it looks like we have up next our CalU dance team, along with our own WCAL providing music.
Had Becca Glusko driving the truck there, fellow WCAL DJ. Make sure you always tune into WCAL 91.9 FM. I think the dance team's about to perform for us, so let's take a look and see. I know we're probably getting a better shot from our very own Carl Childs down there on the street.
Little Michael Jackson. We started with Aretha Franklin's Respect, their nod to the 60s.
Always great songs. I gotta say, I definitely love the array of colors for their shirts.
Absolutely.
Definitely, it's a pop of color, and they're definitely standing out in the crowd here. Great job from CalU's very own dance team. Great job indeed.
Awesome. Our dance team, one of over 120 odd clubs on campus that students can join.
Most likely the dance team, they'll probably be up at Adamson Stadium later on today.
Absolutely.
During
Coming
the
up,
football game.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so excited. I just wanted to say that my own alumni, Bethlehem Center, is up next. Graduated from them, just 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
So let's give a listen to the Beth Center High School Bulldog Marching Band.
A smaller size band, but great performance by everyone.
Absolutely. Go Bulldogs.
That center there. And coming up next, we have another float here. This is AST, Kappa Alpha Psi, and Friends, surfing through the 60s. That is a great float. I would say this probably is my, besides the Peanuts float, this is probably my favorite float.
Is
so
it?
far.
I love the colors for sure. Our Greek organizations have such a wonderful time creating floats.
And if you obviously can't hear them shouting that I believe we will win, hopefully our Cal-U Vulcans will be able to defeat Clarion during the game later on today. I'm going to say it's probably going to be a very busy game up at Adamson later on. Kickoff is at 4 o'clock. We'll be streaming it live on CUTV Sports 1, so make sure you tune in to that. Do you have a prediction on what the score might be, Pam?
You know, I'm not that well versed in sports, but I'm going to say we're going to win by 21.
21.
Well, 21 point spread.
I'll agree. I'm not that best when it comes to sports, but I'll definitely agree with that.
All right, and we have the West Green Marching Band right now. West Green with a powerhouse of a football team this year. They did fall to Clareton last night, but that still makes them 7-1, and that's pretty good in their division.
Small band, but definitely mighty, if you ask me. Let's see who we have coming up next. This is Stockdale, the Stockdale Fire Company.
Now that's the first time I've ever seen a Jeep as a fire vehicle. That's kind of cool. It's called the 17 Brush.
And see on the main fire truck here who we have up on top.
Oh, now this is the WPIL championship, so maybe
Okay.
the other fire truck was the middle school. See, we thought they
Might
looked young.
have been.
Our California
we
Trojans.
never really know what to expect here.
2019 WPIL champ, so congratulations to the California Trojans baseball team.
Let's see what marching band this is coming on through.
MHS. Oh, Mapletown.
Okay.
The Mapletown High School.
There we go.
And we have what could very well be our final float today. This is Man on the Moon with Acacia and Delta Zeta.
I'm going to give a shout out to my friend Abby Capalis down there walking along the float.
And we have the rocket lifting off, just like the Vulcans are going to lift up against Clarion. I love the flag on that one, custom made.
I love that. And let's see who we, South Brownsville Fire Department coming on through here, Air 6. I say I'm looking down 3rd Street. I don't see an end to this parade anytime soon. Not that in a good way.
That's absolutely right.
But there's just so much going on down the street. There is tons of people lined up across the street.
Right, this is all the Brownsville.
Down here, okay, you probably can't see them, but here's my parents down here. My mom and my dad, they just got here. So.
Picking up some candy for you later,
right.
maybe. We can. The Brownsville Ambulance Service is now here to support Cal-U in today's homecoming parade. We appreciate everyone's support in the community. Thank you so much for making our parade a success.
And definitely a huge thank you to keeping all of us safe out there as we celebrate in today's festivities.
Absolutely.
And let's see who we have coming up next here.
Okay, now I'm wondering if this is the Pittsburgh Steel Line coming up.
It has to be. They're decked out.
This is pretty amazing.
Yep, Steel Line.
And they're new, I believe, to the Cal-U homecoming parade.
I know that a couple of Steeler games I've gone to. I've seen them there. Excellent job. And then next up, here we have the 2019 Mon River Queen, Mallory Little. Congratulations.
She's got a car all decked out for the 60s with hearts and peace signs. Right.
Flowers. Next up behind her,
Miss Tiny Princess Mon River, Brooklyn Clamerick?
Clamerick. That's the font's a little small to read from where we're at up here on the patio outside of Zorski Hall, but
we're glad you're here, Brooklyn, and congratulations on being Little Miss Mon Valley, or Mon River Valley.
Definitely point out the weather again quickly. Started out raining, but then it cleared up. Had some sun peek on through. Hopefully, I think by the time kickoff or the football game starts, it should be nice and sunny out.
Absolutely. Now we have the Lady Trojans basketball team. Looks like they were 13-0. And they're passing out some candy to the crowd. Thank you to the California High School Lady Trojans basketball team for coming today to participate in homecoming.
But as I was saying, for homecoming, every homecoming, CUTV is very busy with all of our shoots going on. Here we have the parade live for you. Down in the Convocation Center, we have a volleyball game probably still going on about now with Nolan, Doug, and Cole down there covering that for us. So we want to give them a thanks for that.
Absolutely.
And then I believe Gary, he already went up to the stadium to start setting up for today's game.
Absolutely.
Later on.
Hardest working students on campus next to SAB, I think. Now we have the Carmichael's Area High School Marching Band.
Here we have the twirlers out in front, cheerleaders and the band following behind them. They seem to be a decent sized marching band as well.
They absolutely do. Also blue and gold, like Ringgold and Beth Center. Seems to be a popular color combination.
Red and black, and then blue and gold are
Absolutely.
definitely the popular colors for today. And as Carmichael's band marches on through, let's take a listen and see what kind of music they have to perform for us.
And that was Carmichael's Area High School Marching Band playing September. And just like September moves to October,
Exactly.
we have moved to the end of our parade. Tom, I believe this is it.
It appears to be the end. There's no more bands, floats, or anything else behind them. So it seems to be the end.
Yeah, usually in
parade
years
here.
past we would have some sirens or some Vulcan flyers, but they're busy moving students from place to place on campus. So don't forget to go up to the stadium now, folks, and take advantage of some of the fun that's happening up at the Adamson Stadium. There are DJs. We have our own WCAL Nick Ray starting off the day. After that, we have DJ Femi, and then Wiz Khalifa's
Wiz Khalifa's DJ.
Why does his name escape me? But he will be headlining the tailgate party. So you're going to want to go up and check out the alumni tent.
There is plenty of other events going on today. See, the parade just ended. There is the soccer game. I believe that kickoff is at 1, I believe, for that. And then, of course, there's the football game. Kickoff is at 4 o'clock up at Addison Stadium. You'll see all of us up there. It's definitely going to be a busy day, but I believe...
Yeah, vulcanfest.com. So if you
Yes.
need to check on anything we've said, vulcanfest.com has the entire schedule for the day. So
that definitely wraps up today's parade. I'm Tom Canis, Pam Delvern. Huge thanks to all of our crew here, Carl and Kayla on camera, Colin, our director, Gary Smith, and everyone else. So we won't be taking that short of a break because we all have to get up to the stadium and get ready for kickoff, which is in about 3 hours. So hopefully you're able to tune in at the game. 4 o'clock kickoff, you'll hear and see all the action CUTV has to offer.
absolutely. Happy homecoming, everyone.
Happy homecoming, everybody.
Cal U.